Good day to you, my friend. Today, I want to talk about something that can change your life, but only if you make it a habit. You see, life doesn't change because of one big moment. It changes in the little moments. It changes in the choices you make each and every day. And that is why I'm here to tell you watch this, hear this, and remind yourself of these truths every single day, because when you do, you'll start to see the life you were meant to live take shape right before your eyes. The thoughts you hold in your mind are far more powerful than you may realize. Imagine your mind as a magnet, constantly pulling toward you the things you focus on, whether you're aware of it or not. If you spend your time thinking about what's wrong, what's missing, and what you can't do, you will continue to attract more of those same circumstances into your life. But the moment you shift your focus, the moment you start to concentrate on what's possible, on the opportunities that lie ahead, your entire world begins to change. Your thoughts create your reality. Everything you see around you, every achievement, every relationship, every experience first started as a thought in someone's mind. They imagined it, they believed it, and then they worked towards making it real. The same is true for you. When you fill your mind with empowering thoughts, when you focus on your strengths instead of your weaknesses, you begin to pull into your life the resources, people, and opportunities that will help you move forward. But here's the catch: negativity is a strong magnet too. If you allow fear, doubt, and worry to take root in your mind, they will quickly begin to dominate your thinking, attracting more reasons to feel afraid, more reasons to doubt yourself. It's a cycle that can be hard to break, but the good news is you have the power to change it. You must guard your mind carefully. Pay attention to what you feed it, because just like the body thrives on good nutrition, the mind thrives on good, positive thoughts. Start each day with a conscious effort to focus on gratitude, on possibility, on the belief that today can bring new opportunities. Remind yourself of your potential, your strengths, and the progress you're making, no matter how small. By doing this, you'll start to see things differently. What once seemed like obstacles will appear as stepping stones. The challenges that used to intimidate you will now seem like opportunities for growth. The more you practice this mindset, the stronger your magnet becomes, drawing more positive experiences into your life. Remember, you have the ability to control your thoughts, and by doing so, you control the direction of your life. Choose wisely what you dwell on, because your mind is always working, always attracting, and it will bring to you exactly what you believe is possible. Life doesn't wait for anyone, and if you're not intentional about it, it will just pass you by. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that things will just work out on their own, or that someone else will come along to guide you where you need to go. But the truth is, no one is coming, it's up to you. You have to take control of your destiny. You have to make the decision that you are not just going to drift through life, letting circumstances dictate your path. You're going to drive your own life. You see, there are two types of people in this world: those who make things happen and those who wonder what happened. Which one are you going to be? If you don't wake up each day with a clear purpose, with a vision for your life, then the world will decide for you. Life is happening all around you, and you can either be a passive observer or an active participant. The choice is yours. But taking control of your destiny doesn't mean having all the answers. It doesn't mean everything will be perfect or that the road will be smooth. What it means is making a commitment to yourself that no matter what happens, you are going to keep moving forward. You are going to keep striving, keep pushing, and keep believing that your life is worth the effort. To take control of your destiny, you have to start by getting clear on what you want. What kind of life do you want to live? What are the dreams you've pushed aside or convinced yourself you can't achieve? It's time to bring those dreams back to the surface. Write them down, picture them, feel what it would be like to live in that reality. The more vivid and clear your vision is, the more power you will have to bring it to life. Once you know what you want, you have to act. Action is the key that unlocks every door in life. It's not enough to just dream, you have to do. Take a step, any step in the direction of your goals. Even if it's small, even if it's uncertain, take it. Momentum comes from action, and with each step you take, you get closer to your vision. But here's the thing: along the way, you will face resistance. You will encounter challenges, setbacks, and people who doubt you. This is where most people give up, but not you. Not now, because you know that this is part of the journey. Every obstacle is a test, a chance for you to prove how much you want it. This is the moment where you either shrink back in fear or rise up in faith. When you take control of your destiny, you stop letting fear drive your decisions. You stop waiting for the right time because you know that now is the only time you have. And don't let other people's opinions control your direction. Too often we give up our power because we're worried about what others might think. We let their doubts and fears seep into our own minds, and suddenly we find ourselves hesitating, questioning, and playing small. But listen to me, this is your life. No one else gets to decide how far you go or how big you dream. You are the author of your own story, and it's time to start writing it the way you want. Taking control of your destiny also means taking responsibility. You can't blame anyone else for where you are in life. Yes, things may have happened that were beyond your control. Yes, life may have thrown you some tough blows. But at the end of the day, you have the power to respond. You can choose to stay stuck, or you can choose to rise. You can decide to let your circumstances define you, or you can decide to use them as fuel to push you forward. The truth is, no one can do this for you. No one can want it more than you do. You have to wake up every day with the determination that today is the day you move closer to your goals. You have to make a decision that no matter what comes your way, you are in control of how you respond. You are in control of your attitude, your effort, and your commitment to your dreams. Taking control of your destiny is not a one-time decision, it's a daily practice. Every day you must wake up and choose to take charge of your life. You must choose to act, to push forward, to refuse to let circumstances dictate your path. This is your life, and you hold the power to make it what you want. So don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't let another day go by wondering what could be. Take control of your destiny and make it happen. One of the biggest traps we fall into is the idea that we have to be perfect to succeed. We think we need to have everything figured out, that we can't make mistakes, or that we have to wait until the conditions are just right before we take action. But let me tell you something that will free you. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to be moving in the right direction, one step at a time. Every single day, you have an opportunity to make progress, no matter how small. It's those small, seemingly insignificant steps that add up over time and create big results. But most people get stuck because they're waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, or the perfect opportunity. They're afraid to move until everything is exactly right. But let me ask you this: how many dreams have been left unfulfilled because someone was waiting for perfection? The truth is, perfection doesn't exist. There will always be something that isn't quite right, always a challenge to overcome, always a fear lurking in the background. But that doesn't mean you can't move forward. You don't need to be flawless to make progress. You just need to be willing to take imperfect action. Think about it like this: every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. Every lesson you learn from a mistake is a step forward. Every time you get back up after falling, you're moving in the right direction. It's the journey that shapes you, not the destination. It's the struggles, the challenges, the mistakes that teach you the most valuable lessons. Those are the things that build your character and prepare you for what's ahead. When you focus on progress, you release yourself from the pressure of needing to be perfect. You stop comparing yourself to others who seem to have it all together and instead focus on your own path. Your journey is unique to you, and the pace at which you grow is yours to set. Don't worry about how fast someone else is moving, worry about whether you're moving at all. Progress is not always a straight line. There will be setbacks, detours, and moments where you feel like you've taken 2 steps back after 1 step forward. But that's okay. Those moments are part of the process. They're teaching you something valuable, even if you can't see it in the moment. It's in those tough times that you're developing the strength, resilience, and wisdom you'll need later on. Let me tell you something about the people who achieve great things. They didn't get there because they were perfect. They got there because they refused to quit. They made mistakes, they failed, and they faced obstacles, but they kept going. They understood that progress, not perfection, was the key. They knew that every failure was just a lesson, every setback was just a setup for a comeback. If you focus on progress, you'll start to see every day as a new opportunity. You'll stop beating yourself up for not being where you think you should be, and instead you'll celebrate how far you've come. You'll start to appreciate the small victories, the little wins that get you closer to your goal. Those are the things that matter because over time they add up to something big. You see, when you focus on progress, you're not just working toward a goal, you're becoming the kind of person who can achieve that goal. You're building the habits, the mindset, and the resilience that will carry you through the challenges ahead. And that's where the real transformation happens. It's not just about reaching the finish line, it's about who you become along the way. So the next time you find yourself stuck, waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan, remember this: you don't have to be perfect to move forward. You just have to be willing to take the next step, no matter how small. Focus on progress and trust that every step you take is getting you closer to your dream. Every day, ask yourself, what can I do today to move just a little bit closer to where I want to be? It doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It just has to be progress. And when you commit to making progress, day after day, week after week, you'll look back one day and realize just how far you've come. Perfection is a myth. Progress is real, and it's within your reach right now. So take that step, make that move. Focus on progress and watch how your life begins to change, one step at a time. One of the most powerful truths about life is that what you do consistently shapes who you become. It's not the big grand gestures that define your future, it's the small daily actions. Feed your spirit with consistency. What you do every day matters far more than what you do once in a while. Success, happiness, growth, and fulfillment are not the results of occasional bursts of effort. They are the outcomes of what you make a habit. Think about it. Every morning you wake up, you have a choice. You can feed your mind and spirit with things that empower you, or you can allow negativity and distractions to take control. The problem most people face is not that they lack talent or potential. It's that they aren't consistent with the things that matter. They get motivated for a few days, maybe even weeks, but when life gets tough, they fall off track. And that's where most people lose the battle, not in their lack of ability, but in their lack of consistency. Consistency is what separates the good from the great, the dreamers from the achievers. It's easy to get excited about a goal or a vision when the idea is fresh in your mind. But the real challenge is sticking with it day after day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when no one is watching. That's where true success is built, in the quiet moments when you choose to show up over and over again, regardless of how you feel. To feed your spirit with consistency, you must start with your habits. Your habits determine the direction of your life. What are you doing daily that brings you closer to the person you want to become? Are you reading, learning, and growing? Are you surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better? Are you taking care of your body, your mind, and your emotions? What you feed your spirit with day in and day out will either build you up or break you down. The people who achieve greatness aren't necessarily more talented or more gifted than others. They simply understand the power of routine. They know that greatness isn't achieved in a day, it's earned through months and years of steady effort. They've built habits that support their vision, and they stick with them no matter what. Imagine what your life would look like if you committed to consistently feeding your spirit with things that elevate you. Imagine the changes you would see if every day you took just one small action that moved you closer to your dreams. You don't have to do it all at once. You just have to start and then keep going. Day by day, those small actions compound. Over time, they create massive results. But here's the thing: consistency requires discipline. There will be days when you don't feel like it. Days when life throws challenges your way and it seems easier to give up. Those are the days that matter the most. That's when you have to dig deep and remind yourself why you started. That's when you have to push through the resistance, because it's in those moments that you're growing stronger. Every time you choose consistency over convenience, you're building the muscle of self-discipline. And self-discipline is the foundation of every great achievement. Now, feeding your spirit doesn't just mean working harder. It also means taking care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. What are you doing to nourish your soul? Are you making time for reflection, for quiet, for gratitude? Are you investing in your personal growth, reading books that inspire and challenge you? Are you surrounding yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, who believe in your potential? Feeding your spirit is about creating an environment both internally and externally that supports your growth. And remember, this consistency isn't about perfection. It's not about never making a mistake or never missing a day. It's about getting back on track time and time again. Even when you slip up, even when life gets messy, you don't throw in the towel. You pick yourself up, refocus, and keep moving forward. That's the real power of consistency, not in doing it perfectly, but in doing it persistently. Every successful person, every great achievement, every life well lived is the result of consistent, intentional action. It's the little things done repeatedly over time that lead to big changes. So ask yourself, what am I feeding my spirit with? Are you filling your mind with fear, doubt, and negativity, or are you feeding it with hope, optimism, and strength? Are you filling your days with distractions, or are you filling them with purpose? Because here's the truth: what you do today and what you do tomorrow and what you do the day after that, it all adds up. Your future self is a product of your daily habits. If you want to change your life, you don't have to wait for a monumental event. You just have to start making small, positive changes today, and then do it again tomorrow and again the next day. Feed your spirit with consistency. Choose the habits that align with the life you want to live. Stay committed to the process even when it's hard, even when the results aren't immediate. Trust that with time, your efforts will pay off and you will become the person you were always meant to be. And one day you'll look back and realize that everything you've achieved was built on the foundation of the small, consistent choices you made every single day. You said,